I'm Jodie, this is my micro camper flick. I converted this last year and I really wanted a vehicle that would be my daily drive as well as something that I could sleep to for a weekend trip. I've done this bench seat that pulls out into an almost double bed, a little bit of storage under here, plenty of storage down here. It's a really versatile vehicle and I can still go to IKEA and buy loads of stuff and carry the gazebo to the campsite and that sort of thing. But it's like a little hotel room on wheels really. I could just go anywhere and stay where I like, which is great. I made the bench at the height that it is so that it clears the wheel arches, which gives me the maximum width to use for the bed. It is a little bit higher than would be ideal to sit in, but it is a low roof van, so there's only a limit to what you can do with that. But it's also tall enough that it fits my portaloo underneath and a really nice cool box underneath, so the height just kind of works in terms of the use of the van. So there is absolutely bags of storage underneath here. I've got my toilet at the end, a box of kitchen things, my cool box. Currently just got a camping chair here, but there's masses of space for all my items if I'm on a trip. And then I've also got this cabinet down here. So this lid lifts out and then I keep my stove in there. It's really good for keeping clothes in because once the bed's pulled out, I can still access this and it's much harder to reach the space underneath because the bed's in the way. It's actually quite a lot fits in there. It's a really nice space. And then over here, I've got my little sink set up. I don't think I've seen anybody else with this sort of system. It's just a gravity system really. This is a Sea to Summit pack tap. It holds 10 litres of water and then it just has this little tap down here built in. I just open this and I get water. So it's perfect for topping up my water bottle, or if I want to clean my teeth, wash my hands, I can do that as well. So underneath this little cupboard here, I've got just a few little things like soap, toilet roll. That's where the water drains into, just a little bottle on the shelf here. Sanitizer, that's my toilet fluid, and some cleaning cloths and stuff, because it's such a small sink, you do get a little splash around, but I've got like a waterproof paint on there, silicone for the sink in, so I don't have any issue with spills. But it's just a really simple way of having a sink just to do those little things in the morning, like brush your teeth and wash your hands, without having to worry about an electric setup, because there's no electrics in this van. And then behind the bag I have a little mirror, which is handy if I'm just out and about and I want to do my makeup etc before I'm going somewhere. And yeah, I'll show you in here as well. So this lifts off what's in there today. I've got my stove over here, I've got a jump lead kit down there somewhere, and my bungees, which are, oh my god, so helpful. I use these for everything in here. So they keep all the stuff behind here from moving around when I'm driving. So I just put these little latches on, and if I do put something down on the floor, it's all muddy now because I've been stepping on it, but if I do put something down on the floor, I can tether them down as well for transport. So I kept all the original tether points, just reinstalled them back into the floor because it's really helpful just if you're moving something around. I also kept in this ventilation hole down here, which combined with the Fiamma vent up the top just really keeps the air flowing. I don't have much problem with condensation. If there's two people in here then I get a bit, but on my own pretty much nothing at all. So I put some curtains up here for privacy on a little rail there, and I put some little magnets in so these can affix down the side of the vehicle as well. In terms of the build itself, I've used Outro vinyl flooring. The van originally had plastic pieces on the walls, so I used it as templates to make them out of ply, and then I've covered them in this contact paper, which just gives it a bit more of a cozy feel. I've used this beige carpet anywhere that it would have been metal, and behind this is insulation. I used sheep's wool, and that's behind the ceiling as well, so it is nicely insulated. That's also in the doors. And yeah, I just wanted it to feel like a little cozy space. So kept in the original lights because they work. You wouldn't want to use them for a long period of time, but if you're just getting into the van and just getting yourself ready for sleep, that's quite convenient. Otherwise I just bring in a camping light as well. Alright, I'm going to pull the bed out and show you how that works. So it's quite straightforward. The main issue that it's long So you've got to do both sides kind of individually, and the wood does get a little bit stuck together, but once it's out, it slides really easy. And that comes all the way to there. This is sewn together in 3 sections, which stops it from falling apart and you don't find yourself sliding into the holes. And then the seams are on the top again to stop that from happening. And when it's in this mode, I can actually bring my toilet, which is through there, out to here, and it just about sits in this space, which means that if you wake up in the night or first thing in the morning and you want to go to the loo, it's right there. It is a tight squeeze. Like, I can literally just squeeze myself into it, but I can. That's the important thing. What I do like about this bed is just how fast you can put it in and out, and you can do it whilst the doors are all closed. It's obviously a bit more of a faff, but you can do it if you don't want anyone to know you're doing it. Having such a simple build has given me a lot of flexibility to use this van in a lot of different ways. I can take my paddleboard with me, that fits just here. If I want to go wild swimming or just get changed somewhere, you've got space to do that as well. You don't feel like you're boxed into a really small space that's left after building so much stuff in such a small van. The build itself is really lightweight, so the van runs really efficiently. I get about 45 miles per gallon if I drive at the speed limit, but if I go a bit slower, I can bring that up to about 55, which really helps to save on fuel. I hope you've enjoyed this tour. I'm currently building my second van, which is a Peugeot Boxer, much bigger than this one, and I'm converting that to live in full time. I've got some videos already on the channel, so check those out if you want to see more. Thanks for watching.